Good morning. Buenos dias. And welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Antonio. Our weekly worship is where we connect and share information and inspiration. My name is Cathy Marston, and I have been a member here since 2015. Since 2015, I have also been a member of the Social Justice Committee, which supports my 501c3 nonprofit Free Battered Texas Women. FBTW has a mission that advocates for stopping arrests of battered women and supporting criminalized abuse survivors. We have gratefully used our 2023 CREF Award to premiere our exhibit last April here at the church, and it will also support our next showing of the exhibit from January 11th through January 25th, 2025 at the Condo Student Art Gallery at the University of the Incarnate Word for Dream Week. I'm excited to be here today to support this service. Our faith is all-inclusive, and all means all. We strive to enact a universal love that binds us in mutual care and affection, especially in our work for justice for our planet and all its people. Let us bring to mind the people in our San Antonio area who contribute their time, energy, and resources to help others in our community. Those who help others to grow, learn, and be healthy in mind, body, and soul. And to always keep in mind those in our community who may be in need and want our help as we find ways to thrive together. We invite those who are visiting us to rise so that we can see you and greet you, wherever you are. Give them a hand, please. Thank you for being here today. If you're interested in becoming a member of this community, please ask any member or staff. Any of us can help you join the community. We have a membership book that you can sign. We also ask you make an annual contribution to help fund the ministry. If you are new to us or are visiting for the first time today, we welcome you to fill out a yellow visitor's card. Those are in the back of the pews or under the pew if you're up front. We'd like to get to know you and follow up with you. Wherever you are in your life's journey, we hope you will find your place with us. We have reserved the last 2 rows of pews for visitors, latecomers, and those who are mobility challenged. We want to ensure you can find a place to sit easily. We also call attention to the parking spaces reserved for visitors. They are located along the iron fencing and gate, and we kindly request that members leave those parking spots open for visitors. Now I invite you to greet your neighbors and extend a warm welcome to one another.
morning. My name is Polly Noel, and I am currently serving as the Vice President of the Board of Trustees, and we have a special announcement. The First UU Church of San Antonio's Board of Trustees will hold a special congregational meeting on Sunday, November 17th at 12 p.m. in the sanctuary immediately upon the conclusion of the worship service. The Board of Trustees believes there is an urgent and critical need to proceed with the proposed renovation to make the fellowship hall more welcoming, accessible, safe, and energy efficient. Proceeding with the renovation in early 2025 will also offer the most cost-effective way to complete the work. The business to be conducted at the special congregational meeting on November the 17th will consist of a summary regarding the status of the capital campaign, updated renovation cost estimates of the proposed renovation, and board recommendations for proceeding with the project, followed by presentation of 2 motions for congregational approval. Information about the meeting, as well as the wording of the motions, will be emailed out this afternoon to eligible voting members, and also with details about the conduct of the meeting, which will be allow both in-person and electronic participation. Thank you.
Thank you, Polly. Good morning. I'm Diane Carl. I've been a member of the congregation since 2007. Currently, I serve as CREF chair. Today's service is all about celebrating those who celebrate others and who give to others. CREF, our Community Responsibility Endowment Fund, that's what it stands for, supports local nonprofits with microgrants so that they may do good works, their mission, and their passion to help others. Each year, we accept nonprofit organization nominations from our CREF membership. We ask those organizations to apply if they have met the criteria of a 501c3, they serve in the San Antonio metro area, and their values align with the UU values and principles. The project must be charitable, or religious, or educational, and I like this one, or for scientific purposes. Our 6 trustees have done an amazing job this year of making selections and determining the award amounts. This year, being presented today, we're awarding a total of $12,000 to 4 worthy organizations. And to date, which is 42 years, CREF has awarded over $192,000. Over the past 42 years, CREF has awarded hundreds of organizations demonstrating alignment with our UU principles. They are grouped in topic areas. There you go, there's some of them. Peace, family, refugees, health and wellness, the arts, minorities, and UU-supported organizations. As you will hear in a bit, our awardees today all touch on the growth and wellness of children and young adults as they become capable citizens, neighbors, and friends. So then, oh, I'm up next, okay. So now we'll have our chalice lighting. And I welcome up the Lopez family as they will light the chalice. Okay. They have this down. Some of them have done this before, but they're representing our youth and children of today. We light this chalice for our young people and for those who help them grow. Today, we are honoring those who give. From Proverbs 11:25, the one who blesses others is abundantly blessed. Those who help others are helped. Sal Lopez He lit the chalice with his 3 children, Lucia, Kira, and Elisha. Thank you. Okay. And now,
please join us in reciting our covenant in English and then in Spanish. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest of truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other. El amor es la doctrina de esta iglesia, su sacramento es la escuela de la verdad, y su oración es el servicio, convivir en paz, buscar sabiduría en libertad, dar a la humanidad nuestro servicio fraterno, para que todas las almas crezcan en unión con la divinidad. Así pactamos el uno con el otro. Please rise in body and in spirit for our opening hymn in this hymnal, number 140, Hail the Glorious Golden City, number 140.
Good morning. One of the things that I appreciated about Reverend Nell is that she would ask us pretty much every Sunday, how is our heart? So I invite you, as you reflect on your heart, what is sitting in your heart, today to come forward and light a candle as you walk up the aisle to remember, to celebrate, maybe to mourn, whatever it is that's on your heart this morning. Reading from our book that's in the entry room, there are 2 items for today. For our close friend Jenny Richardson, who passed away in her sleep on November 1st at 50 years old. And also, Cathy Marston is joyous to announce that Free Battered Texas Women Board Secretary Patty Lerma is in from McAllen for our holiday mail party at 12:15. Please join us in room 404. I invite you to relax your body, maybe to shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, to dim your gaze or close your eyes as you feel comfortable, to sink into your seat and take a long, deep breath. For all the joys, sorrows, and concerns that were written, for which we lit a candle, and for those that were only in the silence of our hearts, may we feel empathy and compassion. And as we reflect on where we have come from and where we are going, I offer this poem by Alex Klingenberg titled, "Create Something New." A pattern, a recipe, a story, a poem. Plant a seed, be metaphorical. Now is not the time to be boring. Get inventive, get bold, get weird and outlandish. Get uncomfortably vulnerable. Construct a new status quo. Figure out your deepest, wildest, most expansive dreams for the world and write them down, build them up, begin, conceive, create, birth, open. If ever there was a time for you to become who you always dreamed you could be, it is now, when the rules are soft and edges are blurred and the world is blinking into an uncertain future. Be the future that comes into sharp focus. Tell the truth, the absolute truth. Spare none of the details. The only way through this is mutually assured creation. Amen. Blessed be, and may it be so, because we make it so. I invite Tim to come forward and lead us in the story wisdom.
My name is Tim Versteeg, and I am your Director of Lifespan Religious Education. My pronouns are he, him. And if I could have the young and young at heart join me up here, we are going to figure out what is in this box and why it's so important to us. Come on down. All right. How you doing today? All right, we got some young at heart today too, good. All right. Any guesses? It's making a lot of noise. A cat.
Something big.
Schrodinger's cat's in my box? Cool.
There would be like holes inside.
Yeah, there'd have to be holes, you're right. Tools, you got it. Somebody was reading ahead. Yes, we have some tools. We have a hammer. Okay, carefully. Yeah, and you can hold that. Do you know what that is? That's kind of a cool one. Anybody know what this one is?
No, I don't.
No? I'm gonna leave the hammer in the box, just in case. Just in case you guys don't like my story. Okay, let's put the stuff back. All right, so we got tools. Why do we have tools? What are tools used for? Making things. Sometimes, hang on, I still need my box. Sometimes we repair things with them. And what we're talking about in religious education this month is repairing. And we need tools to help us repair some stuff, right? Yeah. Now, there's a big event happening on Tuesday. Does anybody know what happens on Tuesday in this country? Or is everybody trying to forget? What happens? What's on Tuesday? Does anybody know? Mom and Dad's been talking about this at all? There's what's called an election. And what happens in an election? You vote for people, right? And voting is a tool to help create what we call our democracy and our democratic process. And we find that very important as Unitarians because we want to make sure that everybody has a voice, right? You got a voice? I know you got a voice. You got a voice too, right? Everybody has a voice and everybody has an equal voice in the process to make the world we want to make. Now, it's one thing to have the tools to do that, but sometimes you need something else. So, can somebody tell me what this is? Instructions, right. You need instructions, or you need a blueprint, or you need something to help you decide how to vote and where to vote and what actions to take. So I put together a bookcase the other day, using some of those same tools, in fact, and I had to follow the instructions as I went along. Now, as Unitarians, we have our own sets of instructions. And we have what we call our shared values. Now, do you guys know the jet pig? Have you done jet pig here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so jet pig. So do you remember what jet pig's initials stand for? Justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity. And what's the jet pig fueled by? It's all fueled by love. You got it. Excellent. Good job. Jet pig, yeah. So when your parents go to vote, what they are doing is they're using that blueprint to decide who they're going to vote for. Because we need to have some way, some instructions to help us decide what actions we take in the world and who and where we give our voice to. And that's kind of what our service is about today, too. What actions we take in the world. And that's our time for all ages today. Thanks for joining me up here. So you take care. Bye-bye.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
So this, we weren't in the order of service, so surprise. This is the anthem. It's called One Song. It's by Sue Young. She's a Unitarian Universalist composer that I met in Austin. And this is the, if you ever want the opportunity to sing or play up here with us during the anthem or the offertory, you can talk to Stephen Spikes or myself, Patricia Stout. I'm very new at this. I'm ready. Okay, Nico. religions, all the singing is one song, one song. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. All the singing is one song, all the singing is one song. All visions emanate from the one light, one light. All visions emanate from the one light, one light. The sun's light looks a little different on this wall than it does on that wall, but it's still one light. Bismillah, Irrahman, Adonai, Eloheinu, the Christe, Eleison. Wakanda Tukashila, Jai Kali, Jai Krishna, Jai Jai Ram. Om Tare Tu Reza. Ave Maria. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. All the singing is one song, all the singing is one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. All the singing is one song, all the singing is one song.
Vote to protect religious pluralism.
Thank you to our wonderful musicians. We sure enjoyed that. As well as I want to thank Tim for sharing his story with us today about building a world we want. Hello, I'm Tracey Knouse, and I've been a member of this church since 1997. I currently serve on the CREF board as well as the membership committee. We are thrilled to be able to present 4 worthy nonprofit organizations with CREF grant awards this year. They are Futuro San Antonio, Big Mama's Safe House, Santa Ruth's Company, and Through Project. Each year, the CREF trustees review all applications, and this year we were drawn to these organizations which all inspire youth, and they help our next generation, our next gen, to become healthy young adults. They help build and grow the mind, bodies, and souls. They provide tools and needed resources. They are there to support our next generation. CREF trustees will announce the recipients, then each awardee will tell us about their organization and their CREF project from the grant they received. I'll begin the awards with Futuro San Antonio. They have received a grant for $3,000 for the Futuro Families Vote Program. Please welcome Diana Lambrecht, Executive Director.
All right, I think I'm tall enough. Hold on. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm Diana Lambrecht, and I'm the Executive Director of Futuro San Antonio, and I'm super honored to be here today. On behalf of Futuro San Antonio, I extend our deepest gratitude to this congregation for awarding us the CREF Award. Your commitment to our mission strengthens our community, and I am super grateful for the chance to share a little bit about our work and the impact we're having in our community. So Futuro San Antonio is dedicated to transforming our city's future through education and civic participation. We believe that every child in San Antonio deserves access to a high-quality public school education, regardless of their zip code or background. Our initiatives focus on enhancing educational opportunities and fostering involvement to create a brighter future for all children. With your church's support, we're advancing our voter engagement initiatives through the CREF project. This endeavor aims to increase voter registration, educate families about their voting rights, and ensure that every community member's voice is heard. In the spring of 2024, just this past semester, we collaborated with local school to register 250 new voters. We're increasing. We are doing more of that this fall. There will be more fresh off the press results coming back to us, so we're happy to share more with you all in the impact that we're having both in our national election this fall, and we're going to continue our effort for spring local elections to continue to make sure that families have a voice at the ballot. Currently, for every individual who votes in San Antonio, 5 eligible voters do not, which inhibits representation when it comes to issues that really matter to our citizens. So through the CREF project, we aim to bridge this gap and ensuring our community's voices are heard at the ballot box. Our focus on education and civic engagement resonates with the Unitarian Universalist principles, particularly the commitment to justice, equity, compassion, and the promotion of democratic participation. By working together, we strive to build a more just and engaged community reflecting the shared values. At the core of the work is the belief that opportunities arise from education and strength comes from collaboration. Your support empowers us in making a meaningful impact, and we look forward to continuing a meaningful work together. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Margaret Neiheisel, and I've been a member of this church for 5 years. As a pediatrician, my main objective is to advocate for our children. So I was more than thrilled to find a local organization that advocates for the safety of children. You may or may not know that the leading cause of death of American children is gun violence, and I'm very passionate about that, so I was thrilled to meet Benny Price, who is the founder of Big Mama's Safe House. This organization works hard to provide a safe space for our children. He's going to tell you about his incredible story and their project to build a community garden. I was speaking with him before the service, and he does have an incredible journey through hard times, and out of that, he founded Big Mama's Safe House. It's in honor of his grandmother. So please welcome our second CREF awardee, Mr. Benny Price from Big Mama's Safe House.
Again, my name is Benny Price. I'm the CEO and founder of Big Mama Safe House. Normally, I would prepare a speech But my life hasn't been about preparing. It's been about just living and trying to get by. And so I'll allow the spirit that brought me here today to speak through me. Big Mama Safe House is a safe haven for domestic and gun violence victims. Our mission is to reduce the gun violence with our youth, primarily our black and brown youth, because they are the most who are impacted by gun violence. I want to restate again that the gun violence is the #1 cause of our youth dying. And not only that, almost nobody is screaming, this is a problem, when our children are being killed. We're talking about children being killed by gun violence that can be prevented. For me, as a youngster, I was a perpetrator of gun violence at the age of 12, and would spend the next 5 or 6 years becoming more of a gun violence perpetrator. And by the age of 18, I would take a young man's life and be incarcerated for 23 years. Incarcerated about 20 years, I would have a God experience for me, and it would change my life. I was given a vision to go back to San Antonio, a place that I had created havoc, tore down the holy walls, tore down the holy church, and rebuild it. And so when I came back to San Antonio in 2016, that's when I began to work. Big Mama Safe House was created in honor of my late grandmother, which is Evelyn Big Mama Price. When you say Big Mama in our culture, a lot of people smile. It's always a good thing to go to your grandmother's house, because you know you can get the truth, you know you're going to be safe, you know you're going to get something to eat, you have somewhere to stay, right? And also you're going to get the whooping when you need a whooping, you know? And so that's what we want people to think about when they think about Big Mama Safe House, that it is safe here to come get something to eat, come to get something for safety, come get a job, right? And also come and get a whooping. We're going to tell you the truth. If you're not going down the right road, we want to redirect you. And so I want to thank you today and being a recipient of the CREF Award, because this award will help our community garden. Now, our community garden is a place where we can bring the community together and plant seeds of hope, seeds of goodwill, and not only that, but seeds that will allow them to eat and live healthier, and therefore they have a healthier life. Again, I want to say thank you. You don't know what this means to us, but to be more sustainable in a community where there's not that many options to live healthier. And we know that if a child is able to have a healthier diet, they also is able to have a healthier life. Again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here. And if you want to come by the garden, we leave the addresses at 1011 Locke Street. Also, if you want to come volunteer, you know, we promise that we won't get your hands too dirty, you know. But it's really a nice place that we was given by the city of San Antonio to be stewards over, and we want to make sure that the community benefits from it. And with this award, we know that they're in better position to benefit from the community garden. Thank you.
So I missed my opportunity. My name is Tim Barr, and when I introduced the other Tim earlier, I could have been the first Tim, but because I didn't introduce myself, now I'm the other Tim. Anyway, here we are. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce Sana Roots Coalition as the next recipient. And while Johanna comes up, I just want to share a few things. First of all, I want to acknowledge Jess, Reb, Barbara, and Milan, who are here as well, and celebrate that you're here with us today. But also just to say that this is a group that is incredibly intentional and thoughtful in not only the vision that they have for a different future, but also in how they're going about putting that into action, and thinking about not just the change that they want to see right now, but what makes that change sustainable and what power looks like in the midst of all that work. So I'm going to call on Johanna to share more.
Thank you, Tim, for that introduction. I am Johanna Leon, the Community Engagement Coordinator for Sana Roots Co. So at Sana Roots Co., we believe in the profound strength of reclaiming dignity and ancestral knowledge. Today, I want to focus on an exciting project funded by CREF, our Roots to Rise community movement class. These classes are more than just workouts. They are an invitation to reconnect with our bodies and the earth. Designed to be beginner-friendly, our sessions emphasize body positivity and inclusivity through body weight and intentional movements, all set in a local park to promote our connection to Mother Earth. We recognize that movement is a powerful tool for healing and growth, and we want everyone to feel welcome in this journey. To support this, we provide yoga mats to participants, encouraging them to continue their practice at home, thus nurturing their well-being even outside of our classes. The idea for Roots to Rise classes emerged from our time spent with the youth at Calumet High School. In the spring, students expressed a desire for more intentional movement, and we listened. Over the summer, we developed a program that would be accessible right by their school, allowing them to invite friends and family to join as well. This creates a community experience, uniting generations and fostering connections. At Sana Roots Co., we are committed to nurturing a space where everyone can grow, thrive, and engage with their community meaningfully. Thank you for your support and belief in our mission.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nancy Sandard, and a very grateful member of this church. And I am a trustee of CREF for the first year. And it's been a pleasure to work with the team and learn all about CREF. And I want to introduce the sponsor of the Through Project that takes care of children that are aging out of the foster system. And I've always had a passion for children that grow up, age out of the foster system, because they're still children, they're young, they've only lived maybe 17 or 18 years, and can easily fall through the crack. And the Through system is there to help them. And it's my honor to introduce Wendy Williams, who is going to give you an overview of what the Through Project is all about. And we have two representatives here today, too. Welcome.
I definitely need this step. Through Project started in 2011 as a grassroots initiative co-founded by a foster mother and a man with a history of foster care, a local San Antonio man. There was a critical need in San Antonio for an organization to provide volunteers who could serve as the connection between youth with histories of foster care and the nonprofits that are available to help support the bridge, the gap between foster care and adulthood. Our program began by providing just mentorship services to young adults with histories of foster care. Today, we offer life skills classes, access to cell phones, bus passes, and numerous housing programs, all to help our participants meet their basic needs. Through Project is the only organization in San Antonio that offers these services to young adults 14 to 25 who have lived experience in the foster care system. In the past decade, Through Project has provided more than 1,000 individuals with support through our programs. This success would not be possible without organizations like First Unitarian Universalist Church. This year, your donation will directly cover the cost of 3 life skills events, or as we like to call them, Through Talks. Each year, we host 7 Through Talks, reaching an average of 175 participants. These youth benefit from the guidance of experts and mentors in our community. At the events, our participants learn things from our partners, such as Broadway Bake, San Antonio Food Bank, and all kinds of others. We try to do it at a fun location, like a bowling alley or something like that. So it's not just about the education, there's something fun to do afterwards. At the events, our participants present on topics like living healthy relationships, cooking, apartments, tenant rights, and leases. The purpose of the Through Talks is not just to educate, but to equip our youth with tools they need to thrive independently. Each year, over 600 youth in Bexar County will age out of the foster care system and left to figure it out on their own without any support of adults in their lives. Your donation allows us to equip our youth with the practical knowledge and contribute to building a stronger and more resilient community. Thank you. I also wanted to mention that this is my coworker Bailey's first grant that she's ever written, and we were really excited and happy, and we had a big celebration, so thank you guys so much.
Thank you for allowing us to take pictures. We're going to take one more of all of our awardees and CREF folks that are on the stage and just kind of cluster here, and we'll, yeah, and we're just going to take one group shot. I mean, you know, not a selfie, but I'll just pretend I'm going. Okay, we took 2. And then you all may sit down. So of course, we'll invite you to the patio later for reception. But now, I'll work with our invitation to share the plate. Sorry, I'm new to this part. So anyway, monthly, we share our collection plate with member-nominated groups. The Community Responsibility Endowment Fund, our CREF fund, is the November Share the Plate recipient. Our 2 First UU outreach programs are joined together today as you give to CREF. So we have CREF and we have Share the Plate, and we're all working together. We thank the church membership for giving so generously throughout the year to worthy nonprofit organizations via our Share the Plate program. Funds for the CREF grants come from earned proceeds from the endowment principal. Your CREF contributions are added to the principal each year through the donations of all sizes from friends and members of our church. Please consider giving to CREF today or online or by check, designating your contribution to CREF. We thank you for giving in the past and today and in the future. And just as you can nominate a nonprofit for CREF award, you can also nominate a nonprofit for the Share the Plate recipient. Nominations can be found on our website, or ask a committee member or a staff member. Thank you. And this is a part I didn't know I had, to say thank you very much for your generosity and your future generosity. Now please stand in body or spirit for song number 1017 in the Teal book, Building a New Way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to thank our amazing flautists. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Yeah. And all the musicians. Thank you. CREF trustees serve a 3-year term, and we're lucky to have Margaret Neiheisel, did I say it right? As our vice chair, Lana Sund as our treasurer, Tracey Knouse, secretary, Tim Barr, and Nancy Sederat as at large, serving at large. Thank you. Yeah. Each year we have 2 new trustees. Contact our Leadership Development Committee if you'd like to be on our team, which is the best. And I'm rolling off, and Tracy's rolling off in spring, and warms my heart to be here today. We, the CREF trustees, thank you for celebrating our 2024 grant awardees with us. We are blessed to be among those who give to others in all capacities. Please join us after the service for our annual CREF awardee reception on the patio. Right there. I'll finish with this well-known poem from Emily Dickinson. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life, the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin unto his nest again, I shall not live in vain. Blessed are those who give.